What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Friday, March 4th, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you're ready for this Sun-Jupiter day. This is the best Sun-Jupiter day we've gotten in over 3 years. So it's exciting. It's one of the best ones we're going to get. And with Neptune in Pisces, there's a lot of spiritual abundance out there. So yeah, there's a heightened sense of maybe every feeling and every sensitivity in the world right now, but there's also a lot moving forward that I think we can be excited about. So we'll talk about that, but this is nice, day and a half pretty much of Sun-Jupiter in Pisces. Talk about the abundance of just emotion, of feeling, of the universe kind of taking you in a direction right now. If you were ever going to make a wish in life, this is the time to make a wish. But I think it's important to make a wish for something that is of importance with the Capricorn energy and Venus and Mars together, and they're done with Pluto at 27, and Pluto's getting ready to come to 28 degrees here soon. You got to wish for something with substance in life, and even a North Node in Taurus at 25 degrees. Starting to make that sextile over to Neptune. Jupiter's heading towards Neptune. If you're going to wish upon a star, make it count. Make it count for something that really is going to get you further right now, and not just for any old thing. And I think that that's where the abundance lies. So use that power, wield that power with care here in Pisces. Like all that sensual with the North Node in Taurus, that goodness and that universal just jump. What are we expanding in our life right now? And what dreams are we trying to make come true? And do they actually make sense? I think that's very important. We're also going to see the moon, of course, in Aries with Chiron. So there's this, sense of having to get into our identification here. That moon is definitely trying to have us start things. It's having us initiate in our life. It's not making any hard aspects to the Capricorn energy yet. And it is going to be finishing off the day with a sextile over to Saturn. So it's going to feel good, I think, when we're identifying with a future that we really feel fits who we are and kind of has the plans of who we are. It's like these divine plans coming through, and are we ready to initiate and create them? And even Mars and Venus together still. It is all about how you identify with what you're creating, and it is at these critical degrees of Capricorn getting ready to ingress this weekend into Aquarius. So I think it's big decisions. There's a lot of big decisions. It's like the final cherry on top of this big decision pie we've been baking up in our lives. So where are we taking this, and how do we kind of link it to a different future, an out of the ordinary route that is this great spiritual calling, that is a great, there's just so much wisdom. It can almost feel like God's coming through in very powerful ways to kind of change your story. Of course, Sun-Jupiter, Jupiter is the story we tell ourselves. It is our beliefs. So what beliefs are we identifying with right now? I think that's very important, as we've had to go through story changes with eclipses in Sagittarius with the South Node, of course, there. And I think this is this magical moment where if we're ready to identify with a new story, we're not going to be in this victim place any longer. We're not going to be holding ourselves back or feeling like we don't have the power, this great power that we came here to wield and create with. And I think today's a very positive force for that story change in our lives. So definitely not a day to waste. I think it does bring up a lot of sensitivities. It can bring up a lot of chaos in the world. We're already seeing that, of course, but this is about more of a spiritual feeling, a stronger intuition that we can dedicate to, and hopefully be able to have this Mercury in Aquarius kind of start connecting our mind to things that make the most sense. So where do you feel called to right now? And is it part of the dream? Is it part of the story that you want to go into? And does it actually make sense? Or is it a great illusion and a story that we tell ourselves that has no substance behind it? Because the substance is everything in this great dream of life that we're trying to create. And the sun and Jupiter are meeting at 14 degrees, so it's very mental. I think we have to kind of get into our mind here and start turning gears in different ways so that we can actually find what is true and what is a mirage. And that's where the abundance is at. So, happy Sun Jupiter Day. This is amazing astrology. This is, you can't make this stuff up. It's really that good. And I'm sure some people will watch this and say, well, the world sucks. And, to each their own. But it's what you make it right now. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Oh boy. Definitely got to know our worth and know our value and hold on to the good things in life. And I think this is where we can let go of the old. There is a lot of karma coming here. The 12th house Pisces does deal with karmic cycles and where are we looping ourselves into not giving ourselves the value we actually deserve. How can we change that story? Three of Swords in reverse, we can change it by getting out of the heartbreak situations and not playing the victim. And overall, we got Five of Wands in reverse. This card is so funny. Stop trying to measure up to someone else's ideal of perfection in life. This is where we surrender to what is perfect within our soul to create that abundance and to get out of situations that aren't of value so that we can start stories that are, and we can really put our creative intent in that direction and see really where the magic can unfold. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Friday. It is Friday after all, Venus Day. So bring that beauty into your life, channel that abundance, and I will catch you for the weekend forecast tomorrow. Much love. Peace.